Anthony, can I follow?
Yeah. You can get me one as well. Yeah.
Robert. Oh, sorry, when you've done.
Yeah, so that one's with the A, Robert. Okay.
Yeah.
We send it.
So I'm hearing he's out in camp with Oleksandr Usyk.
I'm hearing the same thing.
Well, what's that about?
He's trying to reinvent himself in many ways. And Anthony Joshua's always done that, by the way. He's always travelled around working with different people. He's trying to rediscover a little bit of that confidence. He's gone to Oleksandr Usyk, where we're hearing reports he's out there training with Usyk and the team, trying to pick up something, trying to rediscover something.
That's very strange, Paul.
The storyline takes a serious turn when Anthony Joshua begins training with Oleksandr Usyk. This isn't about spectacle anymore. AJ isn't just getting ready for Jake Paul. He's leveling up with the same man who once outboxed him, sharpening every skill to a world-class level.
Are you still being trained by Ben Davison, Lee Wiley? Will Ben be in your corner on the 19th of December?
So no, I won't be trained by Ben Davison. I said that London's a bit distracting for me. So I was invited to train with Team Usyk. So I've been in Spain. We've been doing some good training out in Spain. And I think he's one of the best in the world. Not I think, he is one of the best.
Anthony Joshua has confirmed he'll be training with Oleksandr Usyk's team, leaving behind his usual setup and stepping away from the distractions of London to focus overseas. As AJ put it himself, I won't be training with Ben Davison. London's a bit too distracting right now. So I accepted the invitation to train with Usyk's team. Even this move alone sends a powerful message. Joshua is taking this fight seriously, sharpening his skills with world-class mentors and leaving nothing to chance.
It's not all down to him, it's also down to his team that's around him. So I linked up with them and getting an insight to how someone who's achieved so much has been phenomenal, man. It's been a great experience and it's very challenging.
Wow, I did not know that. So who will be your head trainer on the night?
Igor.
Okay, and how long have you been with them?
A couple months now.
Couple months?
Yeah.
In the darkness, in secret?
No, it's not a secret.
Are you sparring with Usyk?
No, I don't spar with Usyk. Usyk's, he's training somewhere else at the minute, but he's been in camp, but he's in and out of camp.
Okay.
So right now he's training somewhere.
We've been getting in some serious training, Joshua revealed. And the shift in his mindset is immediately clear. He isn't chasing comfort. He's chasing evolution. AJ called Usyk one of the best in the world and gave full credit to the mastermind team surrounding him. He made it clear, this camp isn't about showing off. It's about learning, refining, and absorbing elite-level discipline, preparing to perform at the absolute peak of boxing.
A wise move, Anthony Joshua into Oleksandr Usyk's camp.
Why not?
Can it not be? I mean, it has to be a wise
I think he
move,
had a good
right?
run under Ben Davison before the Dubois fight, and maybe he feels with that loss he needs another slight change in direction. Maybe he feels that Ben has got Moses and that's his main priority, possibly. I don't know.
Fabio's in the gym as well.
Yeah, there's loads in the gym, and Fabio and others, and Ben's got his hands full, and Barry, they've got, and Lee Wiley, they've got a huge stable. They're an incredible team. They do things differently, and why not? Why not? Anthony, go and learn from that camp. I think it's an intriguing move. And let's see what happens.
Anthony Joshua training with Usyk already made it clear. This isn't some crossover circus. Then Eddie Hearn enters the picture, sounding like a man who's just discovered a real-life cheat code. Suddenly, we're all watching this unfold like a high-stakes heist. AJ walking away with dominance and a suitcase full of confidence. Eddie's message is simple: Jake signed it. And from their perspective, it already looks like premium pay-per-view with heavyweight consequences. And honestly, you can't help but feel the tension and the spectacle building with every passing moment.
Fighting in an 8-round fight for 40 times more money against Jake Paul. So I love the opportunity for AJ on so many levels. I think it's a straightforward fight, massive profile, you know, and especially in the US. So we can go back into 2026 all guns blazing with Turk shaking the plans to hopefully fight Tyson Fury. But in the meantime, we get to wrap our hands, go out there, build the profile a little bit, smash up Jake Paul, make a fortune, and on we go. So yeah, for us, we were very pleased.
The calmness is almost surreal, like they're casually talking about a morning jog while secretly planning to steamroll a bulldozer. Eddie Hearn calls it a straightforward fight, and when a promoter is that relaxed, You know, the fighter is looking absolutely terrifying in the gym. Joshua is meticulously studying Usyk's discipline, sharpening his stamina, and preparing his entire arsenal, all while Jake Paul is still selling belief like it's the latest energy drink flavor.
Coming through, signed by Jake Paul, and I sort of looked at it, I was like, oh my God, he's done it. So yeah, look, I have to give him credit. I do think he's crazy. I think he's got absolutely no chance. I think he's going to get smashed to pieces.
Do you think Jake's crazy?
Yeah, I mean, totally. I mean, listen, for us, we received an offer that was massive money and a really easy fight. We were talking about fighting this week here in an 8-round.
And don't get me wrong, Jake's confidence deserves respect, but there's something almost comical about a man calling AJ washed. Well, Joshua is being trained like the final boss in a boxing video. Game, you can feel the setup building. This isn't just hype. This is Eddie Hearn orchestrating AJ's global comeback, with Jake serving as the stepping stone, and we, the fans, are watching front row, thinking, how long before heavyweight reality grabs the mic and says, the show is over, folks?
This is very real, and you know, once you get hit by AJ, you'll know all about it. As soon as AJ hits him on the chin, the fight's over. So when that comes, we don't know. But you know, Jake's improved a hell of a lot. He's done a lot of camps. He's fought boxers. Like he's now become. I used to call him average, but he's become a decent cruiserweight. Decent cruiserweight, right? Not for me, not world class, but you know, a decent.
Eddie Hearn made the AJ versus Jake situation feel like a luxury business deal wrapped in boxing gloves. Before you can even process that energy, Gareth A. Davies chimes in from sunny Miami, basically saying, yeah, this is wild, and suddenly, you're sitting there thinking, welcome to the strangest heavyweight plot twist of the decade. We all know what this is, a certified spectacle where the hype is off the charts. But the logic seems to be doing warm-up laps. Gareth calls it bizarre. I call it heavyweight roulette. 1 minute, it's AJ walking away easy. The next, you're asking, what if something completely unexpected happens?
It's very hard for him to say no to this if he didn't want the money, but he wants the money, and you can't get away from that. It's a big money heist. He ought to put Jake Paul away quicker, or maybe has to put Jake Paul away quicker than he did Francis Ngannou in 2 rounds. And that was the former UFC heavyweight champion we were talking about there. So it's a lose-lose for him. And
suddenly, we're all picturing the most awkward slip-and-slide moment in boxing history. And let's be real, the pressure isn't on Jake Paul. It's on Anthony Joshua if AJ looks too comfortable. The crowd cries mismatch. If he looks too cautious. People act like Jake has unlocked some secret level. That's boxing internet logic for you. Undefeated, unbeatable, and endlessly ridiculous. But here's where it gets interesting. Well, Gareth frames it as a lose-lose. I see it as a heavyweight popularity earthquake waiting to hit, ready to shake the sport and the internet alike.
In many ways, I think there's a lot of pressure on him, weirdly, because there's so much interest. I mean, it's exploded since it was announced, because it's anomalous in many, many ways.
Yeah. There's a danger, though, Gareth, if he damages him badly.
Exactly.
That will be bad for him, bad for the sport, and probably the end of YouTube boxing as we know it.
Yeah, look, people want to see him. I think a lot of people who like boxing want to see Jake Paul put in his place, but no one wants to see him really hurt.
On one side, you have AJ, the polished professional carrying legacy on his shoulders. On the other, Jake Paul, a walking chaos machine, turning everything into headline gold. The tension isn't just in the punches, it's psychological. Every feint, every stare, every press conference moment is being dissected like a final boss trailer. This isn't a normal fight. This is two worlds colliding. Love it, hate it, or just here for the chaos. One thing is undeniable: when that bell rings, the jokes end and the reality check begins, and we're all glued, waiting to see whose confidence survives the spotlight.
A warm-up fight. This is a circus act. This is a freak show. So this is a money grab, and it's nothing more than that. So I think both Fury and Joshua get in the ring and have a warm-up fight, if you like, which I don't like. I think they should just be fighting each other, and then they'll meet in September
Just when Gareth had us questioning whether this was a circus or some kind of social experiment, Wade Plemons shifts the focus entirely onto Jake Paul's mindset. And this is where it gets spicy. We're not talking courage anymore. We're talking full main character energy. Jake isn't just claiming he can win, he's promising a cinematic knockout over a two-time heavyweight champion. Like he somehow found cheat codes hidden under a Celsius can. Sure, that level of confidence is part of how he's gotten this far, but anyone with eyes can see this isn't just bold, this is walking straight into a thunderstorm with a metal umbrella and calling it character development.
Be where his delusion finally leads to the end of Jake Paul's career. Because delusion in this business can get you hurt real bad. And I think for the first time, Jake Paul's delusional idea about how good he is in the sport and what he can do may have led him a bit too far. This is the first time where Jake...
Now, here's the scary but funny part. Wade Plemons points out that Jake's I'm that guy energy might finally collide with reality. With a capital RH, he's not stepping into the ring with his sparring partner who forgot his guard. He's facing a heavyweight who treats right hand like eviction notices. Jake calling a J stiff is cute. But even if Joshua moves slowly, it's like a luxury train barreling toward you in slow motion. You're still getting hit, sure. Jake's belief is undefeated, but belief doesn't stop uppercuts. Confidence doesn't shrink a 6'6". Olympic-built powerhouse standing across from you. This isn't motivation. This is physics wearing boxing gloves.
The one where I think he went too far trying to convince everyone that he will do the unthinkable and has done the unthinkable. And I just don't see how he hasn't put himself in the most dangerous, most health risked spot, life-threatening, legitimately, spot of Jake's career. And I mean that word life twofold. I mean his boxing life, and I mean potentially his actual.
And here's what makes this even wilder. The pressure cooker AJ is walking into if Joshua plays around with Jake. The crowd cries embarrassment if he finishes it too quickly. The same crowd cries mismatch. Meanwhile, Jake treats this like his superhero origin story, talking about destiny, while the boxing gods are quietly sharpening the reality check. Respect the bravery, respect the audacity, but we might be witnessing the exact moment where delusion clocks out and reality clocks in. Gloves on, either Jake makes history, or Anthony Joshua reminds everyone why heavyweight boxing is not a playground. And honestly, that tension is exactly why we're all glued to this spectacle.
The only thing you're banking on is he doesn't have a chin. This could be the most rude wake-up call I've ever seen in boxing. Legitimately. This could be one of the most damaging fights you have ever seen in boxing. Career ending, life altering. I'm not saying that as a joke. I legitimately think that could be a possibility at play, which is why, again, you have to give respect to Jake.
Here we stand at the edge of madness and momentum. Anthony Joshua is sharpening his the other embodies confidence, spectacle, and a dream that seems insane until the bell rings, and that's the real debate. Is this the night Jake's delusion finally cashes in? Or will AJ remind the world that heavyweight boxing is not a TikTok challenge? I want to hear from you. Is this a disaster waiting to happen, or the wildest upset blueprint ever written? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and join the debate. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Boxing Headquarters for more real, high-stakes boxing breakdowns. See you in the next one.